Good afternoon. I'm Brian Carlson.
And I'm Nadia, and we are live at the Salt Palace with the first day of the Fan Experience.
Yeah, the doors just opened an hour ago. You've got a lot of people here, and there's a lot to see.
There is a lot to see, but we'll have so much to show you, people that we can interview. We'll have a stunt show as well. That'll be live, so that'll be cool. But we want to send things back into the studio with Good For Utah's Kim Fisher for our headlines of the day. Looks like...
I mean, we're obviously making some new friends here as well.
New friends. I mean, there was a line to get in today, and those people were waiting VIP line, general admission, and these guys were inside already setting up.
Yeah, we got these guys in a booth right next to us. This is Ghostbusters Salt Lake. Now, their job is to make sure that of all the different costumes and different villains and goblins that you'll see here, that no ghosts are haunting Salt Lake Comic-Con Fan Experience.
So they're going around, they're keeping everything safe for everybody. If you come here and you're a ghost, they're gonna find out. And they have everything that you would see in the movie, right? You see it all lights up, it senses everything, they're ready.
Then they're not gonna cross the stream, so you don't have to worry about the show imploding. Right?
No.
They've got their phones on them, so you can call them if there's an issue.
That's right. Who are you going to call? These guys. And who would you call if you have a question about our weather? There's only one guy.
Dan Pope. He's here with us, too, here at Salt Lake Comic-Con, checking in on everything Comic-Con weather-related, Dan.
Looks like that warm weather will continue, especially when you're talking about the end of January.
Oh, my gosh. It doesn't even feel like January out there, but nonetheless, take advantage of the great weather.
No reason not to come out to the Fan Experience here. Even if you have to wait outside, it won't be too bad. But let's send things back inside with Good For Utah's Kim Fisher. Here at Fan X, a lot of the people are dressed up as their favorite characters in full costumes. And you know what makes a really good show or movie? Well, it has to be the special effects and the stunts.
We've got two guys right here from the CBR stunt team, really based out here in Utah. Devin Davenport, Ronnie Chalvis, and they're hosting a panel coming up in how many minutes, guys? 10 minutes?
Soon.
10.
Yeah.
We're stealing some time away from you right before you dash off to the panel.
So basically, you guys are telling kids what it's like to be a stuntman in movies and YouTube videos and those kinds of things that we all love and enjoy.
Absolutely. We're pretty much there to just answer any questions. It's pretty free for all.
Yeah. What are some of the more common questions that you get from people? Because I know, Ronnie, you go out and you're jumping off of buildings, and it makes me nervous. Do people come up to you and ask you, what in the world are you doing?
Yeah, a lot of kids want to learn parkour and the cool tricks they see me doing, and so I've actually created online parkour tutorials to help teach them. But the biggest thing is just to learn it safely by starting with basics, with small things like a roll and jumping over little objects and then working your way up. And that's basically what I teach kids. Parkour is just being a kid and not fully growing up. You know, I still play on playgrounds and just have fun with it. So.
Does this help you realize being a part of Comic-Con and a panel like this? You're professionals now. You've got kids who maybe rewind the clock back 10 years, 15 years. Maybe this was you in the audience talking to someone like you today. How cool is that?
It's way cool. You know, getting into it, we were just talking about this earlier, how we got into it through the superheroes and the comic book genre and the movies and things like that. So, always wanted to be that character, and actually getting up there and supporting that actor, or, being the bad guy now is really cool. So, it's a lot of fun.
I mean, you probably got in a little bit of trouble when you were in grade school.
Never.
Jumping around on the jungle gyms.
I still get in trouble occasionally.
I know, I bet you do. How do you change that from being a little bit of a juvenile delinquent, right, into making this a full profession and making this something that Hollywood really wants and having a career?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so really I've really tried to train and be professional with everything I do. I don't really get in trouble. I'm very respectful of property and people when I'm out training, and it's just, representing myself and what I want to accomplish as a stuntman. And so I just have to make sure people see me as, a professional stuntman and not just as a kid who never really grew up,
Well, we want to show off the reason why you guys are here, why you're having this panel. And if you guys wouldn't mind jumping down, can you guys show us a couple stunts here for us?
Let's do it. I want to see it.
So
Be careful.
Now you notice.
Oh, well, there we go.
So Ronnie's doing it in style. He's more of the parkour guy. And you have Devin, who's a martial arts expert.
He
so
is.
They both have different specialties that they'll be showing off here.
Okay, let's see.
So that's Ronnie doing a nice front flip here for us. I feel like we're at the X Games, don't you?
I do. This is really interesting. And Ronnie doing it again.
Let's just call that a 580 twisty flip. How's that? Now, Devin, you got to get some time in here before we go, buddy. He's doing the kicks.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is what you'll see in Ninja Turtles or in some of the other films where there's these great fight scenes.
Exactly. Now, if you want to come check these guys out, you may have some time here. They're coming on the panel in about 10 minutes from now here at Salt Lake Comic Con. They'll answer all your questions of what you want to know to be a stuntman here.
Yeah, and we have videos on our website at goodforutah.com so you can see more about them. They have tutorials on YouTube so you can practice this, but safely. We want to stress that.
Well, that's all important, right?
Yeah.
We'll have more from Comic Con coming up throughout the hour.
Thanks for staying with us right here on ABC 4 Utah News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nadia Crow.
And I'm Brian Carlson. We're live from the Salt Palace for Salt Lake Comic Con Fan Experience.
Yeah, today is the very first day. We saw lines already for people who just wanted to get in, couldn't wait, and things are really buzzing now. You can see behind us, there's just this energy about the building, and a lot of people are dressed up as their favorite heroes or villains.
I love some of these characters you see in here. That's really just the people watching you can experience here at Salt Lake Comic Con, in addition to all the celebrities, the panelists, the guests. You've got all the artists, all the things you can see and do here. We'll talk a lot about that coming up over the next hour and a half.
Yeah, but we want to talk a little bit about your heart health. So if someone asked you what was the #1 killer for both men and women, you might say cancer, but you would be wrong. It's actually heart disease. And through Intermountain Medical Center and our partnership with them, we're talking about their heart fair that's coming up on this next Saturday. And that'll be all about how you can find out what your heart's doing, what it looks like, if it's healthy, and it could save your life. Well, take a look. Here's the information you need to know. The 2015 Family Heart Fair runs next Saturday, so it's February 7th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Intermountain Medical Center in Murray. And it's free.
Yeah, everybody loves free, right? Now, we're learning, obviously, that cancer is an important thing. It's not as big a concern as the Sith, right? Obviously, it was Star Wars, Star Trek, the whole thing. We've got a lot of people who are making friends and enemies with here.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've got some of our buddies here from Star Wars. We'll show you what they're doing here at Salt Lake Comic Con coming up in the next half hour. For now, I'm getting a little nervous. Maybe we should send it back to Kim in studio.
She's a lot safer where she is.
Probably.
Hey, Kim, you know, we've shown you already a stunt team showing us their moves. We introduced you to the Ghostbusters of Salt Lake, but now we have the Force with us, right?
Yeah, that's right. We're learning the ways of Salt Lake Comic Con and learning the ways of the Force. Here we've got the Jedi, we have the bounty hunters here, opposing sides. We'll learn how they interact here at Salt Lake Comic Con coming up in a couple of minutes. For now, we got to take a quick commercial break.
Now, here at the Fan Experience, a lot of people are having a ton of fun, but it's not just about the comics, the shows, the films, but some groups are here for a good cause.
Yeah, we've got some of the big names you would recognize from Star Wars, Rebel Legion and the Mandalorian Mercs. They're part of the supporting cast when you're watching the movies that everyone knows and loves. You got to have those characters. They're doing a lot not only to be able to enjoy the fan experience, but to give back as well. So tell us kind of a little bit about how that works.
All right, well, we decided to call a truce, the Mandalorians and the Rebels. We're going to work together. If you come to the convention, we have our jail and bail. How that works is you place a bounty, a certain donation amount, any amount that you want.
Okay.
These two,
the bounty hunters.
Bounty hunters will go find that person, arrest them, and put them in jail. We have a jail at our booth, 2041. And at that booth, if you want to, you can either stay in jail for about 1 to 5 minutes, or if you want to place bail, you can place a donation as your bail and get out. All the money goes to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Why did you guys pick the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Utah out of all the different entities that you could be helping out? Why them?
Well, there's a lot of choices out there, and we wish we could help out all of them. But we chose Make-A-Wish because we have a really good relationship with them, and also we're living our wishes right now. And it's only fair for some person who's got some unfortunate disease or something. We want to be able to give back in some small way. Make-A-Wish has been very gracious to let us do that.
So really, you're just living your life out as kids here at Salt Lake Comic Con and hoping to help those same kids who want to do the same
thing. You see somebody in costume like this, we have not grown up.
And these are costumes that you guys made yourself. So you didn't go online and find some vendor and order it offline. How long have you been putting these costumes together?
Well, I've been with the Revolution for about 10 years, and I've made about 4 or 5 different costumes. I will buy something if somebody knows how to make it better than I do.
Right.
And these bounty hunters made their own as well.
These gentlemen make everything that you see that they're wearing. They made it themselves.
Now, are these real guns? I mean, are we going to get hit by some kind of space laser?
Unfortunately, weapons check had us to pull out the safety guns, so that's what we've got here instead.
So these are the kiddie versions then?
Yeah, but don't tell people when they're getting arrested.
Okay.
I won't
now,
say that.
I went over to your booth a little bit earlier, and I had somebody I wanted these guys to take care of.
All right.
So are they going to fulfill their duties?
Oh, yeah.
All
If you
right.
pay a donation,
I
that's for
made it.
Make-A-Wish. We don't mess around with Make-A-Wish.
Let's do it. I already did. I want the person I want taken care of right now.
Now, there's only so much time we have for that, Nadia. I think you may have to make sure to check and make sure the name is on there so
Oh, the
that all
name's
that
there.
can happen because
I want him
that's...
swimming with the fishes.
Oh, you want cement shoes, do you?
I
We'll
do.
have to make sure we're doing that actually coming back after the next commercial break. But big time to play. You guys are excited to be here?
Yes, we are.
Favorite thing that you guys like to see as people who love this whole Comic-Con convention?
We just want to see people having a good time. If there's a donation that they make to charity, we really love that. But if you're enjoying yourself, celebrating your geekdom, so to speak, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and anybody can come over. And is it really cool when kids come up to you and they're thinking you're the real deal? Like, do you go on all character?
We kind of consider ourselves the real deal, and so we're always in character.
You're
not a
always
whole
in
fake thing.
character. Okay. So when you leave these doors, do you go back to your normal Utah life? Is this like an area where you can just be who you really want to
Well,
be?
The actual organizations, we are all volunteers, so we all have normal jobs, normal lives. In our spare time, we do this.
All right, and we have some spare time we need to take real quick here, but we'll be back with them and find out who's on Nadia's naughty list.
That's right.
And see where they're going to end up.
Hey, Kim, we've been having tons of fun here at Comic-Con, and it's really starting to fill up. I think people are starting to get off work. They're making their way down with their kids and enjoying everything.
Yeah, and there's a lot to enjoy here. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we're going to show you how the Avengers are here. We're going to talk with Iron Man and, of course, all his big buddies.
Yeah, but we've got some business to take care of. Now,
That's right.
I placed a bounty. The check didn't go through, so I had to run over with my credit card. All my funds are good now, right? We're set? Are we ready?
So you
Okay.
have somebody that you want to put into jail.
I have somebody that needs to go to jail. Think about the things that they've done wrong over the past, I don't know, year and a half since I've moved to Salt Lake.
I can't imagine who it would be.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out. Let's do it.
So you guys know who it is.
Yes, sir. You.
I should have
Let's
known.
go.
I
Let's
should have
go.
known. Look, now, hey, I didn't do anything.
Oh, he did it.
We can do this the easy way or the
All
hard
right,
way.
let's
I wanna
do
do it the
easy
hard way.
Let's
No?
do it the easy way. I'm
Okay.
going to get you back. By the way. All right. This is not what
All
I
right,
signed
so
up
this
for.
is
We're going to take a place here at the studio.
They're going.
I just
We'll be
wanna get
back
shot.
after 5 o'clock.